Hi everyone, today I wanted to show you a tag that I had made for a swap that I'm in, and it's a Twilight Tag Swap, and the group that I am in is our favorite scene, and the theme of the tag was grunge. So I picked the scene of Bella and Edward sitting high up in the tree, which I just love that part. I think that looks so neat, and I wanted my tag to look like a tree. So this is what I have come up with. I'm going to put one together real quick. What it was we've got the Tim Holtz number 8 size tag and a very light cream colored brown cardstock, which my lighting is not the best this morning, and I apologize for that. And then I just took some vintage photo, and I'm just kind of running it across this. Oh, and on this cardstock I used a Cuttlebug folder, and the one I used is the Distress Stripes. That's all it is, but to me it's got that bark of a tree. It's got the look of a bark of a tree. So that's the one I used. The new Tim Holtz one that looks like the tree would really be awesome if you have that, but I don't have that one, so I had to improvise. Okay, now because this isn't quite big enough, which it works, I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to take my tag, and because I'm using some pretty heavy duty stuff on this, I'm using my Liquitex gel medium glue. And remember, when you use your gel mediums and glues and stuff, don't use the same brush that you use to paint with, because you kind of end up ruining the bristles some, and you just don't want to mix that stuff up. Here close to the top. And then this one down at the bottom. And this section here in the middle, it doesn't matter because that's where our picture is going. That to the side to dry for a minute, and then I've got my picture of Bella and Edward in the tree, and I'm just going to use my Tim Holtz Distress tool, and I'm going to distress the edges. And I've got that just distressed. I'm going to take my vintage photo and ink up the edges. Another piece with the embossing done from the Cuttlebug, and I'm also going to color this one for the back with my vintage photo. Here is another smaller piece that's for my pocket. This I need to go ahead and distress what's going to be the top edge, because once I glue it down I won't be able to get to it. To add gel medium. Okay, and then we're going to take the pocket piece, and I'm just going to use some red line tape. Then I'm going to distress the edges. Now you can use your Tim Holtz distresser, but because this is already getting thicker with the tag and the card stock, I'm just going to use my scissors. It goes a lot quicker. I need to distress it all. One of these days I'm going to get one. Okay, so I've got the edges on both sides distressed. And we're just going to take the vintage photo and ink the edges. Now here comes one of the really cool, fun elements of it. I took my golden extra coarse pumice gel, which looks like this, and it's got a grayish clear tint to it. And I put it, and I mixed in with some bark brown and burnt umber paint, and came up with this kind of scary looking mess. Now I'm just going to take my little spatula and I'm going to scoop some of it up, and I'm just going to take it and place it and spread it in some areas onto the tag to give it more of a raised bark kind of look. So I'm going to sporadically put this all over the tag. Time's sake, I have a dry one here, and as you can see, it's all raised, and it's raised up and bumpy, and it just has a total tree looking. So now I'm going to take some of my gel medium and I'm going to put it on my craft mat because I don't want to dip into it with the moss, and I'm using, it's called the Moss Collection, and it's got all kinds of different varieties of moss, and I just thought this looked really, really good, or, you know, just gave it more of a tree look. Okay, we're going to take our photo. I'm going to put our photo on. For the photo, I used photo paper in my printer. You can see with it going on it, it's made the picture raise up and bumpy too, which I love. Gives it more of a grunged type of effect. Okay, so there we go. And then I have my moss that I'm going to add. Scoop it on. What I do is I take some of the gel medium and just, because this is moss and it's, you know, I want to kind of seal it a little bit, so I take the gel medium and just go right over the top of it. Okay, there we go, and then you let that dry. Now, I don't have time. I don't think I have time to show the back, even with editing down. So I'm just going to talk about it. Once you get all the gel medium and everything. Oh, and I've added a little bird up here, and you can just use your crocodile and punch the hole right through, even through the pumice and the moss. And then I just added some of my fibers, and even put on the end of this one, there's a little leaf. And then for the back, in the pocket, I also, with some gel medium, added some more of the branch looking moss, and then just cut out some leaf shapes with my Cricut and put my information on those. There's my favorite scene, Twilight Tag, and I hope everyone in my group enjoys them. So until next time, everybody have an artsy day. Bye.